Right, hello and welcome to our. It's going to be a weird one tonight. Let's be honest. We're doing a live match watch along for the FA Cup game against Shrewsbury Town. I've got it here on the iPad below me, and we're also going to be discussing all the current topics about Southampton Football Club, of which there are absolutely flipping loads. So much stuff has been going on, and it's not all good news. There's some good news in there, but there's been a lot of bad news. So I thought, let's have a chat. Let's get on with it.
Yeah.
Let's just go through it. These are the times when we need to get together, have a chat about it. We'll feel better afterwards. That's what we're doing. So welcome along. Before we get started in all the chat things, please be sure to hit that thumbs up or thumbs down button. Have an opinion, see if you like the show or not, and be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And we'll get into it. Jack, how are you? Welcome
Yeah,
along.
mate. All good. All good. I don't think I'm as stressed out about everything as you are.
Oh really?
When-
I
when
just
they-
I just seen loads of
when
Instagram posts. It's upsetting me. All these ings and stuff.
Everyone's just got to calm down a little bit. Just take it easy. Take it easy. Here's the thing, right? For the past almost year now, football's all I've really had to keep me sane.
Me too.
And now it feels like Southampton could start driving me insane, like really start pushing me over the edge. So I'm not there yet. I
Yeah.
still think everything's early doors, and you see how much money the club's lost. His contract's in 18 months, so there's nothing to say we don't wait till the end of the season to see how much money we finish with,
Right.
and then look at the contract then. I mean, is it worrisome? Yeah, but I trust Ralph more than anything else. So as long as
Right.
Ralph's here, as long as Ralph's here, I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, You're right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Just to fill anyone who hasn't been trolling through Instagram lately, there's lots of talk about the Danny Ings contract, and whether or not he's going to sign or not. Big stumbling point is apparently the wages, which is always going to be a problem at Southampton.
But if there's one player you should be pulling it out of the bag with, my God, that sounded nice.
Like that.
Even me chatting over top of it.
It's a school night, everyone.
Yeah, the problem with if there's one player you're going to dull out the cash for, it's Danny Ings. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
that's where your money goes. That's another one of those cases where Ralph will probably have to. You look at, what would you rather have? A keep Danny Ings or get another centre back? That's
Right.
that'll probably be the way we look at it. But all the clubs are in this position. Look at how little movement there's been in the transfer window. No one's in a good financial position, and I think there'll be a lot of clubs like us that will be worried about keeping certain players.
Yeah.
But you have to then keep in mind that the bigger clubs will also be a bit more tight-fisted, which
That's
doesn't
the
help
hope.
us. That doesn't help us, because if they're being tight-fisted, that means they're not buying Jadon Sancho. They're looking for a Danny Ings price. Do you know what I mean? There'd be a difference. So it's not great, but I don't think it's only we need to be worried yet.
No.
To be worried yet. I'm more
No.
worried about these injuries.
Yeah. Well, that's an entirely different subject. I mean, we've got lots of subjects to get involved with on tonight. But the whole Danny Ings thing, I mean, I totally understand it. And, if he leaves us in the summer for a big money deal, then it's very sad, but I hold nothing against him for that, It's just the sad state of the Premier League. Blame the Premier League. That's the one at fault.
Yeah, but I don't see that. I don't see that playing too much difference into the transfer, into our wages. That is more just a global thing. That's more of a
Right.
everyone's in this boat right now. They've all lost them. It'd be a lot different situation if we were all there every week, and
Yeah.
it'd be very, very different. But we're not. But that's why games like tonight is important. Like a good cup run.
Hmm.
You win the FA Cup. That's almost here's well done. You get to keep Danny Ings. Do you know what I mean? That little bit of income
Yeah.
would probably sort us out for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be a bit. I mean, sorry to everyone who's looking at this headline I'm putting down the bottom here. It's incredibly inflammatory. and
That's clickbait, dude. That's clickbait.
It's so clickbaity. I'm so sorry.
You're lighting some fires there, mate.
I am. Of course, he hasn't signed yet. Just to be clear, I appreciate my anxiety is pretty high at the moment, and that's probably going to send people over the edge reading that bottom line. In fact, you know what? I'm going to remove it. It's bugging me that much. And let's move on to a lighter topic. We'll get back into the Danny Ings thing, as I'm sure it'll be. Hümmel deal.
Yeah, man.
It's going. Wrong side. It's going.
Sit like this for the rest of the night.
Exactly. Big news. Broke yesterday.
If you buy a top this season, it's already gone. So.
Yeah. Are you that surprised that they cut the deal short early?
Southampton are usually. Ooh, sorry. We just had a shot goal.
Oh, you're ahead of me again.
I'm on 3 minutes 50.
You can be warm if something happens. That's good. I don't mind. Casual one tonight.
Yeah, it's just Shrewsbury, isn't it? It's just Shrewsbury. Yeah, I'm surprised that usually the kit's the last thing first ever to be announced. You know what I mean? It's rarely you hear anything on the kit. And we've been with Under Armour. How many seasons have we been with Under Armour now?
4.
That's a fair chunk of time. So it's not really that contract isn't something I've really been thinking about. I didn't even know how long our contract with Under Armour was. So
5. We've had 5 kits with Under Armour.
5 kits of them. So and I think more recently we've been saying how the kits have been weirdly fitting, or just people
very
are on
thin
and off
material.
very thin, on and off designs. So I was hoping we would change for the next one. I wasn't expecting the announcement, so that was a nice little surprise. And
do you think the LD Sports thing? Because I thought it was a bit weird that the replacement shirts that are coming with the Sports Bet logo on aren't going to be Under Armour. They're made by someone else. I thought something's a bit off here. So whether or not it sort of snowballed from that
could be
situation of not being able to help the club out when they needed it with the kits. But both sides were screwed. To be fair,
there's nothing you could do in that situation, was there? We had to get a sponsor. That was the best offer we could get, and that's just the way it is. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if it's the same sponsor next season.
I'd be surprised if it would be a betting sponsor, but
that feels like a last minute thing, and and probably everyone got a deal out of it. So you'd hope that maybe next season we might see something else. With the Hümmel, I'd quite like maybe the Virgin one to come back, because I think the red looks nice.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited about it being Hümmel. Quickly just saying that, Shrewsbury are playing Admiral tonight, and that's also a great throwback. If there was somebody else that was going to make it, Admiral would be right up my alley.
Bring them all back. Yeah.
Well, I'm just hoping Draper Tool gets a sponsorship. I mean,
can you imagine?
That'd be great.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my my take on it all. If Hümmel are coming back, what they should do is release authentic, as close to authentic as possible, retro kits, and then that way you can get Danny Ings' wages up, because everyone's going to be buying all those kits.
Yeah, but they already kind of do that.
Yeah, but they're not actual Hümmel ones, are they? Not actual.
But that would be great.
Yeah.
All those Hümmel kits re-released, people would buy them. You could even have a pop-up store in West Quay just before it shuts.
Yeah. Yeah, get to work on that.
Oh, Diallo just absolutely spooned it wide.
Is this Diallo's game? Is he going to get one?
This is it. I mean, I love the fact he's shooting from distance. I mean, that's something we haven't seen in a long time. So
It is. Welcome to everyone in the chat section, by the way. Thanks for joining all of us.
Should we talk about the game a little bit, or?
Well, you're way ahead of me, so why don't you go first?
Well, first of all, the lineup is exactly kind of what I thought it would be. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of Isaac Chalk on the left-hand side. I feel like now that Smallbone's out,
Yep.
I think he must be next in line. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see him on the bench a lot more, and probably start in the next few games.
Yeah, cruciate ligament for small bone. That is not good news at all.
Do you know what? This is the first injury in a long time. Where last night I thought about what happened and my leg started hurting. Like the more I thought about it, the more I was like, oh, because when you saw it, it was just like his shin went that way and his knee stayed that. It's like, oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
But apparently, when it first happens, it doesn't. You can't really feel it, and then it's like Ralph was saying in the press conference, the reason he played on is because he got up and he was like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then suddenly it just went.
It's a horrible injury. It's basically it's the things that keep your bones together. You break one of those is a problem. Well, it's the same thing as Van Dijk, isn't it? Van Dijk ACL.
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, it's a really nasty. It's prolific in footballers and skiing. Fun fact.
Yeah, but skiing's a stupid sport. It's a silly.
We don't like to bring up skiing in January when you can't go anywhere. Apologies to any avid snow sports enthusiasts. Probably just me, actually, to be fair, innit?
I think you're alone in this one.
Openly apologising to myself.
I'm also excited to see Valerie start tonight.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. But not that surprising. Is he?
No, not surprising.
You playing in the right back position?
Yeah, he's playing in the right back position.
I had the team sheets here somewhere.
Just need to give Walker Peters a bit of rest, eh? I mean, anyone you can sort of rest tonight, you do.
Yeah. This is the team sheet for tonight.
Old Caleb Watts.
Yeah. The Lundaloo starting. I'd like to see that.
Oh my god, Chalk's first name is Kegs. I didn't know that. That's a cool first name. Kegs Chalk. That's a detective show, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's a detective, isn't it? Kegs Chalk.
Oh dear. So that is the team for tonight. Are you surprised to see anyone in there?
Nah. That's sort of what I thought it would be. Yeah. I think you need to start Ward-Prowse. He's the captain. Maybe I was surprised that Bednar and Steven started, but then I think about it, it's like, well, who else is there? I mean, really, this is the game you thought Salasin was going to play, but now it turns out he's got a muscle injury and he's going to be out for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of feel at this point now that if we didn't get Salasu, probably could have kept that, probably have a better chance of keeping Ings.
Well, the wages. Well, there's a few at the club who are on. I think actually Fraser Forster's on more money a week. Is the only player left on the very high wages.
In which case, it might have been silly that we didn't give him to Celtic.
You
know.
Tricky one though, isn't it?
Who else have we got out on loan? How many other? I mean, they're pretty much all gone now, haven't they? Lamina.
Lamina. I think is the only player else we've got out on loan. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think we've got a few of the maybe academy players who have gone out elsewhere.
But apart from that, I feel like, that's probably what we're looking at right now. Is if he's not signing it now, there's a better chance at the end of the season, depending on where we place, depending how well cup runs do, and just financially how everything goes, we might see it then.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to think Southampton have lost money on money this season. It's not like, think how much they must have lost with the shirts, just the shirts alone. That's
not 76 million, though, is it?
I know it's not 76 million, but that is.
Elianusi, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I do that when I type as well. Just get the first three right and then hammer away. Thank you for that. Much appreciated.
So yeah, that's where I think it'll be. And end of the season, everything's fine to the end of the season.
It is. It is. There's a fair comment here. Whatever, Josh Sims. I thought he.
Where is he?
He's not on loan somewhere, is it? I thought he did actually leave.
Yeah, so did I.
Someone help me out.
I think he went to Bristol. I'm going to say Bristol.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
But he might be out on loan. But that's another weird one. confused as
He
to...
is on loan at Doncaster Rovers.
That's it. That's it.
Do you know
Good
what?
shout.
You
Good
feel
job we
a
got
bit
the chat section here, doing their
You
homework.
you feel a bit bad for him going from, he's like, right, he's on loan at Reading, that's not too bad. On loan at New York Red Bulls, awesome.
Yeah.
On
Nice
loan at
gig.
Doncaster, oh, New York to Doncaster, that's a hard one. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he never wanted to play for us again, and that's
Yeah.
not how you treat a player.
Yeah, it's weird that yeah, I don't see why Ralph hasn't got more out of him, because he always seemed like an exciting, fast-paced, attacking footballer. Exactly what
Let's see who else is on loan. So, Angus Gunn, sorry.
I was going to say.
Angus Gunn, Callum
He's not gone to
Slattery,
Stoke, he's gone on tour with AC/DC.
Jake Hesketh, Thomas O'Connor.
Okay, well, none of those boys are on high wages, so
No, they are not. Tyreek Johnson, Wesley Hoop, he's probably on a bit.
he
Elliot
is.
Lucy, Mario
Wesley
Lamina.
Hoot is on a bit.
So
Wesley Hoot's on a bit.
Those three together.
Oh, man.
Those three
Elliot
together.
Lucy, Hoot. I mean, that's 120 grand a week, 130 grand a week. Les Reed, you're still here to haunt us.
So, you know, I mean, how much would it really honestly be to terminate them contracts? just get rid of them. Just
Pay them off.
That bullet. I wouldn't have even like.
They've got to be in their final year as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they must be at this point. Ooh. Shrewsbury with a little shot on goal there.
Well, yeah, I've just seen it too. Yeah. But even with those wage deficiencies, I don't see it changing massively.
I don't see, you know, in the overall, it won't change massively, but getting those wages off the books, that must increase a little bump to get Danny what he needs. Like from what he is to where he needs to go. I mean, I don't know how much he must be on now and how much he must be
75.
asking for. It's on 75, and what we're probably asking for, what, maybe
150.
150.
Well, the problem is that he's probably having a chat with Theo Walcott and goes, "How much you earning a week, Danny?" He said, "Oh, I'm getting that, and
Apparently
I'm
Theo
getting the
took
other
a big
half
old-
from Everton."
Yeah,
It's
it's interesting, mate. It's very, very interesting. Yeah, it's like I said, nothing to worry about just yet.
no.
I mean, if we're gonna get arsey about it, he should have to give us back for all the games he's missed through injury. Damn it. Nulundaloo. And it's in.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in, but I think Shrewsbury are trying to claim for a handball.
Lovely stuff. Nlundulu.
Oh my god, that's even hard to think about.
Sorry, what is? Maybe they've got that wrong, and we're saying it right.
Nlundaloo. Oh, that's hard. That's very hard. It's that second L. Nlundaloo. Feels like I can. It'll take time, kids.
Nice work. No, you're
That's
not
something.
getting...
That is something we need to be doing more of in the league. If just get like I know that's not the football we play, but eventually it gets to a point in the game where we do have to start huffing the ball a little bit. If we're going to have to bring on people like Nlundaloo and Shane Long, that's the only way they're going to score goals.
Yep. So we do have VAR tonight.
Yeah, all right.
They're replaying the wrong bit for handball.
Whoever's on the great, good editing there, guys.
Yeah, nice work.
They let youth experience do it on FA Cup nights. Come over here, you switchboard. Go on, you'll love
Yeah.
it.
No, they're just showing adverts on the screen. Do you remember that advert that used to be at St Mary's? Just showed like carveries.
Yeah.
Carveries every Sunday.
Big up
Proper
that.
football ads.
You gotta miss it. Gotta miss it. Just before this game started, there was like a little documentary about Italian football on when it was on Channel 4 in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Just about the show. It looked great.
What, the Italian 90 football show?
Yeah, it was just
Go like go. And that little figurine.
yeah.
He went from a Channel 4 logo to a football on his head.
That's what we're all about. I love watching just old football clips.
Yep.
Oh. Yay. Skied it. Although I know what was funny, I saw a video the other day of who was it? It might have been Robbie Keane or some can't remember what player it was. And they were watching old football clips at their house, but they had a big curved TV. But they were watching old football clips that are just little 4x4, so it looked terrible. It looked
Really?
like right in the middle of the curve, so it was just everybody's face looked warped. It was just the wrong ratio. Every shot went up. So, are you hoping for the Hümmel next year that we get the half red, loads of little stripes?
Should just release it anyway. Seriously, they definitely should. If anyone from Southampton's watching, or anyone knows anyone at the club, just let them know. Just release all the retro shirts and cash in. Cash in big.
Is that is this a Ward-Prowse area free kick?
In fact, I got some of those. Are you referring to? Let me see if I can find it. Are you referring to this kit, maybe?
Yeah. Look at
Look
it.
at that.
Look at the sleeves.
Just magical, isn't it? The whole lot.
They are beautiful.
Even looks good when you're celebrating in it.
Look at them.
Those shorts, man.
The shorts. I would wear those shorts at that length. That's how much I like them.
Club Tropicana drinks are free. That is so 80s. Oh, you gotta love that.
Everything about it. But then, imagine if we go to the next season, we go back to the Dow. We've got we go back to St Mary's and they've done it out like the Dow. We've suddenly got a standing area. Ooh.
Oh, magical.
Do you know what I mean? If they came back, there was just clappers everywhere.
Yeah. Have those little chocolate box sort of parapets.
Yeah, they let you drink at the stands.
Yeah, that's yeah. I reckon that'll be back soon. Very outdated rule. Doesn't even work anymore.
Because when we start mingling again, we are gonna mingle hard. We ain't got time to go up and down them steps to be drinking. I'll be singing.
Absolutely.
I tell you what I did do today. I shouldn't have done it really. Is somebody was posted a Five Guys that they got sent to their house, and I just clicked on the Five Guys hashtag, and the first one was the one in Southampton, and I just started looking through tag pictures in the Five Guys in Southampton, just longingly, just like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
Very close to just ordering a burger, but as much as I love Byron, it's not Five Guys.
No, you can get Byron delivered to your house. I need to move closer to town centre. That's my problem.
Yeah, yes you do. Yeah, yes you do. It's easy to walk home after a few pints.
Yeah, just meet him in the B&Q car park halfway.
There. Yeah.
Just get it delivered there.
Deliveroo.co. Oh yeah, I guess that is a hell of a way for Deliveroo.co.
Yeah.
What about
long,
you?
long way.
Yeah. Yeah, just move somewhere good, mate. Move somewhere good. Did the sports club not deliver to your house?
No, sadly not. I'm not sure I want them to either.
It's all right, mate. Just have a hot chocolate and a pucker pie, and it'll be like we're at the game. That's all. That's all the takeout you need. Have a warm kingfisher.
Yeah.
So, what are the chances that Nalundulu turns out to be just an amazing striker. Gets a goal tonight, gets a goal on the weekend in the next round. Scores a brace in the league.
Yeah, I actually went on the Leicester channel after the game on Saturday night after we finished.
That was brave of you.
I said it. He invited me on, and I thought, yeah, why not? Why not? And they were asking me questions about, in terms of us playing Walcott up front and what I thought about that and all this kind of stuff. And I kind of gave the impression of, like, I almost prefer it if we just started giving Ndulu a chance.
Yeah.
Because he was doing some things, I can't remember if it was, because he came on in the Liverpool game as well, didn't he? Did he?
Yeah, he got at the end.
And he was doing some kind of similar moves that were, dare I say, like a really Drogba-esque, that whole kind of very physical striker. And it's something that we haven't had in a long, long time. Not since Pele was at the club. So, I don't know. I quite liked it. I'd like to see it given more game time to see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm also very much for that. I think that sometimes when we're pulling people out of position, and then I guess the way Ralph must have looked at it is that he'd rather have Smallbone on in that position and Theo Walcott in playing as striker than he would trust. And then he thinks Nalundu is ready for that position. So
right,
I get it.
I mean, I get it. It's a way to Leicester, isn't it? So.
But I also think of Ralph's, interview where he said that he only brings on a sub to improve a team. So it's like, why not start Nalundu then? And then if it doesn't work, then you can definitely improve the squad with a Walker or
Yeah.
I think his whole thing is he just starts the strongest possible side he can.
Yeah.
And go from there. But that's why games like tonight are important. That's why I was looking forward to this game, because I wanted to see Chalk. I want to see Watts. I want to see Nalundu play.
Yeah.
And not in the under 21s. You get a good look, but you don't get a proper look at what they're like.
No. And also to have them playing alongside Ward-Prowse and
exactly
a few other,
and Diallo.
Diallo, yes. Well, he's started in the last 2 games, so yeah. But our injury crisis is horrendous.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, just everyone's out. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? When Smallbone went off, it's like, this can't get any. Come on, just give us a break, would you? It gotta be another thing. If tonight we can just go through this game without an injury, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. I don't think we're alone in the injury crisis. I mean, there's lots of other clubs that have got players out. Probably not us at Auckland. Oh. Is that what you saw a moment ago?
Yeah.
Oh, I love being behind. Love being behind.
Keep me calm.
But I actually, apologies to, I forget which Instagram account I stole this from, but they put up this image earlier. Just to basically highlight the fact that we've got so many players out injured. I mean, obviously got Smallbone, Romeo, Salisu, Redmond, Gineppo, and Vestergaard. Smallbone's out for the season.
Yep.
So that's completely over. What's the update on? Have you heard anything on Romeo?
It sounds like he is. So what did Ralph say? Ralph said that Danny and Gineppo will be the next ones back.
Yeah.
Then after that, it will be Redmond.
Redmond, really?
Did you say Redmond, or it was Romeo? I think it was Romeo, and Obafemi, and then Yannick.
Okay.
Yannick's one was quite bad. So yeah, there'll be a wait, but luckily we do have this FA Cup tie, so that's that's a bit of a break. So that gives them an extra bit of extra time to come back. And then when's our next game after that?
Well, if we win this, we've got Arsenal on Saturday, I think.
Yeah, so if we win this, we've got Arsenal on Saturday, but then
Arsenal on Tuesday in the league.
Cool.
Both at home.
Back around.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't think any of them will be back for either of the Arsenal games, if I'm being honest. But
What?
But then again, I honestly think that if a side like this went out and played Arsenal, they could get at least a point.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I honestly think so. Because as long as they're driven, they're drilled, and they've had a little bit of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
If they can get a draw, or they can go for it on the FA Cup,
Yeah.
then, you know. Although it is even decked out like the Arsenal competition this year. The fact that it's the Emirates FA Cup makes it look like. When I was watching Ralph's press conference,
Yeah, it looks bad, doesn't it?
I was like, "Is this at Arsenal? Like, what's going on here?" Especially now that they got rid of Ozil. R.I.P.
Has he gone?
He's gone to Fenerbahce.
Oh, okay. When that happened today?
Last night.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
It's not. Yeah, there's other football news. That's how I do it, Mike.
Wow.
When I hear things about Danny Ings going, I'm just like, what?
Just
Who else is
zone
having
out.
a bad time? What are Arsenal doing? They must be having a bad time. That's how you change the levy. I was doing it with United for ages, but now they're top of the league, so now I've got to find another club. Maybe I'll start watching like a Chelsea channel or something.
Yeah. Well, of course, Chelsea are playing Leicester tonight.
That they are. What is the score?
I do not fancy their chances against Leicester, if I'm honest.
I think Shrewsbury have noticed that Forster likes to come off of his line. It's 1-0 to Leicester.
Is it?
Yeah, and indeed.
Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me one bit.
And West Ham have beat West Brom.
Yeah.
So have you seen the rumours about Graziano Pelle going to West Ham?
Yeah, I did see that. Although, yeah, I think he'll go to Italy, to be honest with you. Although West Ham do like a high wage older player, though, don't they? Exactly there.
I honestly think that he loves Southampton so much that if he gets an Italian offer, he'll go to Italy.
Hmm.
Because the fact he goes to dinner with the owner's son,
Yeah.
nephew, like he loves us.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he gets the Italian offer, he'll go to Italy. But it'd be nice to see him in the Premier League again. I feel he'll have a rude awakening if he comes.
Yeah. Great player, though.
Because brilliant player.
Yeah.
But you play in China for how many years now? 4.
For a while.
4 years in China.
Yeah.
And come back to the Premier League, and he must be 35, 36 by now.
Yeah.
Think it'd be hard for
The
him.
Serie A is pretty tough. It's a pretty physical
Yeah,
league.
I mean it is, but once you drop down, once you drop out of the top 6, it's a bit easier, isn't it? Plus, if you, especially in times like these, where are you going to be? Trap yourself back in England or go home?
Yeah. Yep. Charlie McGann's jumped in here. Is Danny Ings not on that picture of injured players? Danny Ings is not on that picture of injured players because I think Danny Ings is just getting up to match fitness.
Yeah, Danny Ings he just missed
because of the COVID.
He just missed training, so I think he's just a few training sessions out.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, but he's fine to play. Maybe we'll probably see him against Arsenal.
Yep.
And I hope Shea's on the bench tonight, so it'll be Shea and Ings up top, won't it?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's already, back to a better squad with those two up front, and then Diallo, Ward-Prowse in the middle, and then Armstrong's back, Walcott's fit.
Yeah.
That's a decent team.
It's kind of unfortunate that Teller's injured, in general, but also so the fact that he couldn't get a full 90 minutes in tonight's game, really.
Yeah, but that's again, you can say that about
Salasu.
You can say that about Obafemi, maybe. You can say that about a few people tonight that I would like to have seen.
Yeah. Such is the way. So I've just had Jan Valery clear it out for a corner. Rocking his right back position.
He's been all right so far. Be good. It'd be. I would like him to step up, prove himself.
Whoa! I'm guessing you already saw that.
Yeah. Calm, mate. Calm on this end. Flags up. Flags up.
There it is. Finally got a flag up. Puna's just put up a comment I was thinking about as well, actually. Hopefully he doesn't lose his form after all these injuries and COVID. Because there were a couple of Newcastle players that actually, after going through COVID themselves, still aren't match fit. They're still struggling with fatigue and generally aren't up to pace. So it's a very good point.
On the flip side of that,
The weird world we live in right now.
let me ask you this. On the flip side of this, would you prefer it if he came back and he dropped a little bit of form, but Shea stepped up, and then that meant that Danny didn't have much of a leg to stand on for this wages now? Well, mate, you didn't score in your last 10 games, so don't know what you're chatting about. You wanted this wage.
Yeah.
Why can't you be like Shea? And then in the summer, he gets super duper fit again, and then next season we go.
Yeah, it's always the curse of signing a new contract as well, though, isn't it? You know, the moment they sign like a 4-year deal, suddenly
Maybe
they go
that's
on a
what they're
gold
doing.
drought.
Maybe they're waiting for him to have a few games under his belt, see how your form is, and then we'll review it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's as simple as that. I'm just stretching, guys. I'm just trying
With
to
Redmond.
give you hope.
Happened with Redmond, didn't it? It's but I honestly, I'm struggling to see where Danny goes, because I saw this thing about the Spurs link, and I was like,
Back to
really?
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Back
Liverpool,
to
maybe.
Liverpool. Go back to Liverpool because he's good enough, and in that Firmino position, he'd give them just a great option. Like he'd probably be off the bench,
Yeah.
but I don't think there's a top flight team that he wouldn't be off the bench for, really.
Well, if he went to Tottenham, is he really going to start ahead of Son and Harry Kane?
No.
No, he's not. So why would you when you guaranteed first team position?
You could say he could go to Chelsea because Chelsea will happily spend any money and get who they want, and they need a striker who's permanent. What they want is a Giroud.
Get Haaland.
They want a Giroud that people like.
Haaland. Go buy Haaland.
That'd be if they bought Haaland. I think we would have to start asking questions about Chelsea again. Won't we? Just how much of us, they're just a banter club, aren't they? Like if they do that,
Yeah.
buying just FIFA career in, just buying all the
Yeah.
big players.
Chelsea's being run by a 14-year-old me going, yep.
Who got into the Bundesliga during lockdown?
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
I'm going to buy Torres. I'm going to buy Shevchenko. I'm going to buy Ronaldinho. I'm going to bring back Pele. All these silly things. But yeah, I was quite surprised at how badly Timo Werner's doing as well. It's not Ron that's really done. Oh, he had a terrible game at the weekend.
That was a weird corner from Ward-Prowse.
That was Voken's corner.
Oh, Vokins. Don't let him do that again.
Put the ball in the sixpence. Talking about it was a great pass.
So he kicked the ball and it turned into a balloon.
Yeah. No, but going back to Chelsea, I do worry because I think they're also the sort of club that's going to maybe pull the trigger on Frank, and I'm too much of a romantic to see that happen.
I think they're throwing more money at the problem, and in that way they've got like a Frank cover. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we spent all this money, but we've got Frank. We've got this.
Right.
It's underachieving manager, and he's doing amazing things, but he spent like $1 billion in a year already. But yeah, well, ignore that. It's Frank. It's like they can hide behind that.
Yeah.
But then that's just what Chelsea is. I mean, did Lampard have a boss his entire career that was with him more than 3 seasons?
Yeah. If my stream goes really slow, it's because I've got all the football games on in front of me on various devices. So if I crash out of this, I'm sorry, everyone. I'll jump back in. I did find it also quite flattering. Did you notice on Match of the Day after the Leicester result, they were suddenly thinking, could Leicester do it again? It's like, wow, if they can beat Southampton, informed Southampton, that's another phrase they've chucked in there.
Do you know what that it makes me more sad to think if we had won that match, what would they have said about us? They probably would have said, well, they did that without Danny Ings. Next match.
Yeah.
Rather than be like, they're champion, they could be finishing the Champions League spot. Who knows? It would have just been, well, Danny Ings wasn't there. That was impressive.
Well, let's be honest. When we do well on Match of the Day, they get very nervous because none of them done their homework. Okay, no, Alan Shearer doesn't still play for Southampton. He's sat right next to you.
How much would you love it if everybody here should just want Southampton to do well, just so Franny Benali can start working match of the day? That would be amazing. To start seeing Franny on Match of the Day.
Yeah, that's one thing to stick around at the same club for. To see him be a pundit in future life.
He's killed it, fantastic. It's because he's such a nice bloke.
And he also nearly did 7 Ironmans in 7 days, which is insane. So, we all have that worth ethic.
And let's be honest. One of the best things he's ever done was introduce Kenzie Benali to the world. So thanks for that. She's a great pundit. I love what she does on the Saint stuff.
Yeah,
always good to see her.
That's good stuff. She's doing it on the more official capacity for the BBC now, I think, as well. So
she's fantastic one of our own. She's one of our own.
There was that shot of Benali in that retro Hümmel shirt with the two-tone.
Have you not seen the advert? Not seen the
trailer? I saw the advert, but I'm saying maybe a few months ago, he shared a picture of himself in that kit, and apparently it was in the talks from around that point. So I thought it was quite fun, quite interesting to see that up. Maybe he knew, and they said, "Oh, why don't you show yourself a picture of yourself in this shirt you just happen to be wearing right now because we're in talks about doing a Hümmel deal."
Oh, it was his debut kit.
That's the one. Oh. Right, pre-orders in now. Yes, please.
What would really seal the deal for this is if next season they announce the kit and it looks like that kit, a retro, and they also announce a retro range, and if Franny grows back the mustache. That's what we want. We want Franny in the mustache.
Yeah. Was that Shane Long who nearly had a shot on goal?
Yeah. Bless him, the old man Shane.
Do you know there's some Leicester fans on that Leicester channel that wanted Shane Long?
Well, now?
Yeah.
They can have him? You know what? The only reason I love Shane Long, and I love the thought of him ending his career at Southampton because he's such a cool journeyman player.
Me too. I think he will as well.
But at the same time, if you said I can have a different option on the bench, someone a bit younger,
maybe
a bit more pace. If you know what I mean, I might question that deal.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm reading some comments here. There's one here that says, please answer. I'm not sure what to. What am I answering to?
Will Southampton sign Curtis Jones?
Curtis Jones.
I don't know.
Somebody bullied in the chat session. I don't know what question to answer.
Too many. I don't know. Will we sign Curtis Jones?
I imagine Shane Long. Yeah, Shane Long might go back to an Irish club.
Let's take a look at Curtis Jones' stats right now.
Someone's just put up score, and I've just realised I haven't changed the banner. It's been 1-0 for about 20 minutes.
Good job, mate.
Sorry, everyone.
Good job.
That's what you subscribe to.
Mike's really on it tonight.
Yeah. So relaxed. I'm not even changing the score. Can I do it at full time? No, it's fine. I'll do it now. There you go. Sorry.
I think Curtis Jones is one of the very few Liverpool potentials right now that they've got.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And they love that. Look what happened with Trent. So maybe I could see us getting him maybe on loan or a loan to buy. But I think he's a bit too important to what they're doing right now.
Well, they are the classic club that simply says we've got lots of injuries, and then they don't play any of their fringe players, and it winds me up. They do that, but they do it. But yeah, I think it will. So yeah.
So let's answer that question that's been asked over and over again. Do you think Danny will go? Yes or no?
I'm just reading this bit. That my thoughts exactly. Exactly.
100%. It's the same things that people were saying at the beginning of the season when they said Danny was going to go. That's the only difference. The only difference now between now and then is that they have just announced how much money we lost.
Yeah.
So suddenly we're like, oh, we got not a lot of money and Danny's not signing a contract. What's happening?
Yeah.
I think it's more Ralph saying that in the press conference that's made everybody go, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But I mean. But
we are the most frugal club in the league. Simple as.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Look, I found this. I also stole this off Twitter off another Southampton account. Basically, if there's Southampton in any Instagram or Twitter account, go and follow them because, they deserve a follow. But have a look at this. 5-year net spend.
Yep.
I don't need to say anything to that. I mean, the one you can't see at the bottom there is basically Norwich City, who have made 25 million in profit over the last 5 years. But look at that. Does that not paint the picture? Bournemouth, close to 180 million.
Says a lot, doesn't it?
Brighton, 214 million.
Paints a picture.
Yeah. I mean, the top two I'm not surprised at.
Well, obviously not.
I think Chelsea have done fantastically well considering. I'm quite impressed. I'd be impressed with that.
I've got a feeling, looking at that league and in general, I think that hasn't counted this summer just gone. And if it had, I think they'd be a lot higher.
What? City?
Chelsea.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because you got they must have spent
Hazard.
200. Yeah.
Hazard.
How much did Hazard go for? And keep in mind they bought a goalkeeper.
80,
they bought Werner. They bought Blerbeder.
78 million, and then they Courtois went to Madrid. So whatever they sold, they kind of got back. Oh, it's half time, by the way. And who else? But yeah, and then they also the Oscar going to the Chinese league, so that they have sold quite a bit. But yeah, it's kind of annoying when you see it like that. But as I keep saying time and time again, it's not about these buying and selling prices. It's the weekly wages. I mean, you stick the weekly wages in here, and it looks ridiculous. It looks even more ridiculous than what you're looking at right now. Yeah. Because if the likes of, let's be honest, if Theo Walcott, who's basically on 150 grand a week, half by Southampton, half by Everton Football Club, you've got to feel for a player, Danny Ings, who's only got a finite period of time to make his money as a professional footballer, and thinking, guys, can we not do something? But the sad reality is this is where we're at.
that is where we're at. But it's just that thing of how important he is to the club, and how much the club can spend. Like, can spend in a season where they've had to refund every single season ticket, every single shirt they sold in August and June, July, August. They've had to refund and get all new ones.
Yeah.
It's been an absolutely awful time financially, and but we're still in a place where it's not like players are still taking a pay cut.
No, they're not. But then again, they're.
However, I do feel with the amount of entertainment they've given us through lockdown, they all do deserve a raise. They all do deserve a raise. They all deserve.
They might just about deserve their wages now.
It should, it does think like that, where it's like end of the season, a lot of the club's money that would usually go on certain things, those guys deserve a raise because it's been keeping us all sane. Imagine how awful it would be if we didn't have football.
Yeah.
I feel bad for people who don't like football. But this year, more than anything, if you think football's stupid, oh my God, you have made life so much harder for yourself.
Yeah, you should definitely appreciate.
It's weird it's weird you're watching this YouTube channel if you listen to this advice, but
welcome along either way.
This is what gets you into it. Cracking.
Evening, James. Good to see you, mate.
Hi, James.
Welcome to the show. Fun fact: James and I we just go to school together, and our first game was the same game.
Respect.
Everton, Southampton versus Everton. Lost 4-3.
That's hard.
Great game though. Great game. Tim Flowers in goal. Alan Shearer.
3-1 Newcastle. The Mark Hughes volley. If anybody remembers that.
Oh wow.
That's why I was excited when Mark Hughes came back, and then. Still a good volley, though. Still a good volley.
Great volley. Don't you find that you're watching way more football than you used to?
Oh, mate.
Way more.
I watch
way more.
Way too much football. To be fair, though, I feel like when me and you started going to watch games together, that was when it got. I kicked it up a fair notch. As soon as we started going to more games, I was like, right, time to really start concentrating on this.
Yeah.
I think it's once you start spending £40-50 a game, you're like, right, I got to concentrate on what I'm watching.
Yeah, start having a look at it.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're doing.
Yeah, it's I started to notice because they're televising all the games. I just end up watching them all, and it's happening. In fact, it came to my attention when when we had that Leicester channel on the show last week, and he said, I'm not going to pretend like I'm watching you guys every week. I don't know how you play football. I only see bits of you on Match of the Day, and I suddenly thought, I know how you play.
Do you know why, Mike?
I know how all the clubs play because I'm watching them all.
It's because it sounds like they're a bit more professional than us.
Yeah.
They really concentrate on what Leicester are doing. It doesn't really matter what else is going on around them. Whereas
we're obsessing on everything.
Whereas we live that quiet countryside life. Is the football on? Good. Is it still on? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I've sat in that chair for 9 hours now.
Yeah.
Staring at the screen.
And also, we're not those sort of people who don't have devices. So if there's a game, I can watch it.
Yeah. Yep.
It doesn't matter where I am, I can watch the game.
Yep.
And that's a scary thought, but I love it.
This James is as excited about the Hümmel kits as we are. James, let me show you some images. I went and dug some out. Look at this. I mean, see an image like that. How can that not make you smile? Kits like this.
Beautiful kid.
That was one of our retro kits we did recently, but they'll be able to make that an official one with all of this gubbins. High quality.
Thick.
God,
I hope next season's shirts are really thick.
Yep. Yep. Good quality football shirts. So this game feels incredibly comfortable. Do you see any changes?
No, I don't see any changes. That's again many reasons I wanted to watch this tonight. One, it's just going to be nice to see a game where Southampton can take control. There shouldn't be any worry. We should just take this game and hopefully score a couple of goals. I would like us to see a nice. We didn't even do a prediction, mate. I would like a 3-0 win tonight. So yeah, a couple more goals. You know,
we didn't, did we? Is that what you're going for? 3-0.
Yeah, I'm going to go for 3-0. I just want the second half, then just to come out, storm it a little bit, be nice and comfortable, get some confidences up for Arsenal, for the 2 Arsenal games.
Yep.
And that's kind of what I want to see, really.
Because it is Arsenal up next twice after this.
I think that goal for Nalindalu is going to do wonders for him. He looks great, to be honest. He looks really feisty.
Yeah.
He looks big and strong. When I first saw him, I thought he looked like a bit like Gineppo, but the more I see him, the more I realise he's
a big lad.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
I thought he was all bendy, but no, he's a big dude.
If he can get a bit of pace in him, that would be.
He's also got shorts that look a lot like the Hümmel shorts. Look how short they are.
Look at that, he's bringing it back already.
Love it. Everybody should be dressing like that next season.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go into the first game back at St Mary's in a full Hümmel kit.
Is that the thing?
That I promise you. I promise you all that.
Oh, we're gonna go full kit.
If we are
full
back
kit.
for the first game next season,
Full kit.
I will go full Hümmel kit. I'll buy the full Hümmel kit.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
But yeah, I'm excited about it. The thing is, I'm excited about the home kit. I'm not even started thinking about aways and thirds. I want them all to be nice. Like I really like all the Everton kits this season. I think they're, for Everton, they're nice and they're good kits.
Yeah.
They're fitting with what they do.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
I think that's the thing with the Under Armour kits is they've all felt like replica kits. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not actually the kits. They're clearly replica because of the quality that they are.
Yeah.
Do you get that feeling? I mean, you've got the new shirt, but even the other ones, they've kind of just not quite felt like. If I play football in this, it will fall to pieces.
Yeah, that's. I've been out. I've played football in. I played football in this season's one, and I was sweating and I was just pulling on it. I was like, I feel like I could rip this real easy. First person to take a tug at this.
Yeah, it's done.
It's going.
So, and let's face it, they're not cheap.
No, they're not.
Quick hack for anyone out there: don't get the Premier League badge and the name on the back anymore, because you'll be spending. I think the kits are in sale at £19 for an adult shirt.
Yeah.
And if you want the letters and the badges, that you'll be paying £21 more. So just don't, and then just buy the away kit as well.
Would you like to know a workaround that I found? I found that if you just get the shirt, you could then just go to like Sports Direct or somewhere and get names put on the back. Anywhere that sells football shirts that are in the Premier League.
You can just get the names put on the back anyway.
They're usually pretty cheap. I think I went to Sports Direct once and it was like a tenner.
Oh my word!
Obviously, they didn't have the Premier League badges, but I'm not that kind of guy. Never have been. I'm not like Mike. I'm not that. I don't need to be.
You're not that guy.
I've never bought the player issue shirt. I've never bought that one.
Hang on, Leicester just scored again.
Oi oi!
Oh yeah, Maddison.
Oh, he's back at it then.
Tough place to go.
That's our fault. That is. That's because we spoke about him. That's because we spoke about him that game.
Yeah. I didn't think Leicester was that amazing against us. I didn't think they looked incredible.
No, they weren't. But then again, but we did stuff them out. I feel like everyone takes that game badly because it was 2-0, but for
Yeah.
the most part, we kept everybody at bay and kept everybody really really quiet. Just tried to smoke the game out. We did try to play for that 0-0 again. It's just we needed to do more really if we're gonna
Yeah.
do that. Absolutely.
Man. Then the Chelsea aren't the sort of patient side that's going to hang around either. So,
I think the funniest thing about it, because I do find it, I always look for the humour in these sort of things, is the people that were so against Sarri because he wasn't a Chelsea kind of guy.
mm,
And they finally get their Chelsea guy, and it's the exact same.
I think Sarri was like 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, he was like a school teacher or something like that.
He was a banker.
He's a banker, that was
a
it.
Banker.
But then he was coaching just amateur football. And then he won the Europa League with Chelsea. Fair enough. That's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah, and he won Serie A with Juventus and then got fired. He gets it a disrespect.
That's nuts, isn't it?
That's what you get for smoking on the touchline, mate. People don't like it. But I respect it, though. I respect it.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you, if you're given the option, wouldn't you love to see that back in the Premier League? Just a manager on the touchline, just. I would love it.
No, not really.
In my opinion, I feel all sports you should let all the players and managers do what they want, and we just see how it turns out. I think
Really?
it should be more of a look at the human race than it is an actual competition. Look what these idiots do. It's like when they took steroids out of baseball. Nobody was hitting home runs anymore. It's like, well, put them back on steroids then. Let's see how far we can hit it.
No limits competition.
Yeah, that'd be great. I want to imagine the Olympics on roids. I want to see. Imagine how fast like Usain Bolt would have been if he was juicing. He'd probably go Back to the Future.
I need to stick up a banner now that says these are the thoughts of Jack.
I just want us to see us be the best that we can be.
It's funny though because we're watching this FA Cup game, and of course FA Cup is synonymous with anything can happen in the FA Cup, and yet we're just so ridiculously relaxed about it.
You say that, you don't know what they're going to do the second half.
Yeah, why am I so relaxed?
It's because I talked you down. You came in here anxious and nervous about Danny.
I did.
And I talked you down, and now we're fine. Everything's fine again. We're Southampton. We're 8th in the league. We're about to go through to the next round of the FA Cup and smash these goons, and then knock out the champions on Saturday or Sunday, whenever the game is.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
that would be good. Sorry, picked up a work email then. We haven't kicked off yet. It's fine. It's fine. Have you noticed that all the NAM stuff's online this week?
I have, yeah.
It's mad. It's keeping me really busy.
I'm just gonna send you this. I just seen it on a Southampton banter page, and it's I don't want to call anybody out, but somebody got Saints.
I've got one more device left to use.
Somebody got a. Yeah, I don't want to call anybody out on there because they might be watching. So.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, it's a tattoo.
I know.
It's a tattoo.
Say no more.
It's interesting.
Say no more.
I like line work. Just simple.
You got some tattoos there on your chat?
Yeah, I've got tattoos, and you know, some people might think they're silly, you know, but they're not. They're not that.
Art is always subjective,
Exactly, always subjective.
apart from the bad stuff.
I've got a really it's a really good portrait of Mike on my back. I've never seen it, but so when I'm at games and if I get lost, I can take my top off and be like, I need to find this guy.
Yeah. It's classic,
Mum
isn't it?
ma- mum
Dude,
made
what's
me
mine
get-
say? Sweet, what's mine say? Dude, what's mine say? It's a great film.
Short got himself a card, has he? Naughty boy.
I like all these high numbers though.
Yeah,
I think
it's good.
if I go back to having numbers on the back of my shirt, I'm going to go high, like 82 or something like that.
Go big.
Yeah, because you knew that if you actually were on the pitch, you'd be on the pitch at a very reserved team capacity. There's no way you'd be in an under 20 number.
I would go for
Ooh.
0 and just be really just like dark and menacing. Play 0.
That's the shirt you wanted, wasn't it? The pink one?
Yeah, I like that one. Oh,
We sold out the yellow one.
I'm just gonna wait until they're all a tenner and buy the lot, buy the job lot.
Yeah. Do you know, I
Yeah.
reckon they got thousands of that home kit.
Yep. This is
Maybe
gonna be
hundreds of thousands.
It's based on the Centennial. This is going to be a big kit. This is.
Yeah.
Oh no! It'd be a good Dr Pepper advert. That I'd like them to play that around the stadium. Just.
Yeah.
You know, sure you want to order that many kits? Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? Crack. Dr Pepper.
Okay, I got a question for you and everyone in the chat section. The best Under Armour kit that we've had. I'm not going to ask the worst because we already know that. Home
What's the
kit last season.
Yeah, it wasn't.
What was the best Under Armour kit we've ever had?
Let me take a look. I think the one I like the most, I've never owned.
Oh, look at this.
Which one do I like the most?
1819 away. I'm guessing that's the yellow one, right? That's a good shout.
That's a nice one.
That was a great kit.
That is a nice kit.
Do you know what? I think I might change mine to that actually. Yeah, that's a great shout.
What about the 17-18 kit? The one that was like a white bib.
Yeah. The sort of retro looking one.
Yeah,
See, I got the wrong size in that. I
that's
think
the
it was-
one. That's the one I've never gotten. I didn't get it.
Really?
I kind of regret it.
It's a nice kit, but the white isn't very flattering if you get a size that's too big, because then it just makes you look larger.
Like everything I wear makes me look large. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not something I had to think about.
Keep your thoughts coming in on
It's more about the confidence you need to wear it.
Yeah. 16-17 away kit. That's a black one, right? The one that we beat Liverpool in the cup semi-final. Great kit.
I know which one.
Or that kit we had to wear against Bournemouth because we didn't have a strip that was different enough. The white one that we wore in the League Cup final as well. The white one.
What about the?
There's nothing
Well,
special about it. It's just white kit.
I don't know if we've said it, but the what was the black and like green away kit that we wore when we beat Swansea 1-0 and stayed up? The Gabbiadini away kit.
Yeah, that was the season up. That 17-18 away kit.
I'm going to say that one purely for the absolute scenes of emotion at St Mary's when that goal went in.
Why is it I'm thinking of Celine Dion now?
Well, you should be.
Is that
Or
that
you should
meme of when Gabby scores? You're here.
Oh, it was something else. Mike had a profile picture taken that night, and it was his profile picture for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on the club website for a couple of days.
He was very happy.
My pencil on it. And I was like that for ages. I think there's definitely a photographer trying to frame me up right now. Just hold it. Yep.
It was that was a good night. I remember it so well. It was so hot. It was really hot, and it was sweaty in that room, and it was tense, and the curry was terrible, but the beer was good.
Yeah. Average curry, great result.
It was nuts.
Yeah, that blue and yellow kit was nice.
I figured about that. That was like it's the opposite of now. The amount of strangers I hugged that night, like I went through the room. I think I went around everyone. Everyone got some loving from me that night. It was beautiful.
It was an amazing moment. Absolutely deafening in that tiny room.
It's when you think about it, it's not often you're in that situation. Even when it's not often you're in a room that is just Southampton fans.
Yeah.
Like even at St Mary's, you've got the aways, so it's always fun.
So enter name here is going for 18-19 for sure, or 16-17 third. Would that be the white kit? Because that's the one I mentioned earlier. The white kit. I don't think we had a third kit that season, and they brought that in for that fixture against Bournemouth. Because they're like, oh wait, none of our shirts are different enough. I just looked down and thought, I haven't been watching this game at all.
Yeah, not much has happened this second half.
Still 1-0 up, people. Still 1-0 up.
Oh, yep, yes we are. It's fine. We are still 1-0 up.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. God, it needs to be quick on the ball then. 18-19. That was the stripes, right?
Let's look through some of them.
Yeah, 18-19 was the. Yeah, it's the stripes. The stripes return. The last kit that we had, stripes. Because I can't really describe last season kit as having stripes.
I don't know. It was that. So that if I look at it here, it's stripes.
Yeah.
It's more stripes than this season.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
At least two more. At least two more stripes. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we had some. They've been alright. They've been fine. They've been okay. We won't remember them. Although I feel like we will look back to this season and we'll look at the kits that never were and be like, they weren't too bad, were they? They were pretty good. Especially the blue away one with the yellow LD logo, because I think that looks really smart.
It does. It does. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like in terms of like looking back at this season's kits and actually going, yeah, these are nice. But
Yeah, I think once
we were excited about these.
I think it's that thing of when like we were excited about it, but I think a lot of people weren't. But when you give it a bit of distance, I think people will look back at it and find it. Nobody liked the banana kit when it came out. Do you know what I mean? And now you look back at that, and that's the most sought after football kit going.
I still like. Well, last season's home kit has kind of become ironic. Because I don't think many people like that Dimplex kit, but now that looks amazing.
I love that Dimplex kit.
But I don't think anyone's going to look back on last season's kit and say it was amazing.
No.
Let's be honest.
No, they will not.
Nor should they.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I can look at comments now.
Yep. Yes, you can.
Look at all these comments,
Can you bring any of them up?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I can look at them now. The Hague Life, they should sign Mike and Jack. You're damn straight they should. We'd be great. We'd be great. Whereabouts are the pictures you'd be playing from?
Yeah, man. If you thought Charlie Austin was blowing out of his backside after 5 minutes of coming on. You want to wait to see me running around.
Yeah,
the
but
football
I
pitch.
feel like I'm a smarter player than Charlie Austin, so I wouldn't be that out of breath. I wouldn't run. I wouldn't make those stupid runs initially to be out of breath.
Do you remember that game? Oh, that League Cup game against Crystal Palace where we sat literally right above the tunnel, and then we listened to Charlie Austin just give Puel a mouthful after everything he said. That's hilarious.
I think we can all agree that's I think he was a beacon at that time because he was the only one of the team he was given the grief.
Yeah.
But he loved Mark Hughes, and that's something you just can't agree with at the time. Like, you just can't sit there and defend Mark Hughes.
Yeah. Sadly, it's an era that I don't think there was that much management going on.
No, there wasn't. And if you can not like what Ralph does, but sorry, bro.
Yeah.
It is the way. Reason we're 8th in the league, and he's at QPR.
Yep. See this. Leicester away last season was my favourite away game. Oh, that must have been nuts. The away days where you actually end up completely losing yourself. I mean, we lose ourselves in most games, let's face it. I mean, we went crazy when Stuart Armstrong put in that goal, second goal against Aston Villa.
I was just thinking about that, yeah.
And
when Shea hit that pass, we were all
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna win."
But that was amazing moment. But some of those away days, even that FA Cup away at Spurs when we went 2-1 up and Danny Ings scored and they had like a larger Saints away allocation.
Yeah.
Just insane. Just went everyone absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts.
That's why I keep watching that Copa United documentary with the Portsmouth Cup tie. It's just so much fun to watch the fans go.
Yeah. See, I remember they when we played them in the FA Cup, that time at St Mary's, and I was down.
Oh, Sheffield player just took a ball right in the face.
I'll wait for that then. Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't even flinch. Flipping heck. Wow. No, I remember that game we played Portsmouth in the FA Cup and down in the Kingsland northern sort of corner, but more on the Kingsland side, pretty much in front of the corner flag. Would be the best way to describe it. And then when we scored that goal, and I was probably where was I? Probably about 5 or 6 rows up, so I wasn't anywhere near the front. I was on the pitch when I came to from celebrating that goal. Literally the corner flag to the left of me, and I was like, "What just happened?" It was that was amazing.
I think I know we're playing Shrewsbury, but I think some of the forward play tonight has been better than it was against Leicester.
Well, do you know what? I was going to mention this earlier, actually. How similar the style of football we're playing. It's not like anything has changed, is it?
Apart from a few balls over the top, which led to a goal.
Who's this guy? Is that Watts?
Is it the Shrewsbury manager that's got COVID, hasn't he? He's got
Oh, is that not their usual manager?
No, I don't think so. I think I heard that someone's got COVID.
No, okay.
But yeah, but I think that's good to mix it up a little bit. I mean, to be able to knock it over the top like that and to sort of create those sort of chances to break up the... Because every time we go forward and we end up passing the ball around the edge of the box and we end up just lollygagging too much, taking too much time with the ball, then we lose it. recently we seem to do that every time we attack. If we can't get that ball in, can't get it gone instantly, we pass it around a lot. So to let the play move forward, but keep the ball back and then knock those long balls over, it'd be good to. I think good to start implementing that just to change gear when we need it.
Yeah. That was a great shot of someone on the bench there not wearing their mask.
No one there's got it.
Let's see how much that aggravates the FA. There's lots of talk about Maddison celebrating his goal, sort of doing the whole kind of distant handshake and then just carrying on anyway.
Yeah, that
upset
really,
you.
that really was just sort of like that proved just to me just how bit thick he is. Just like you've literally just celebrating, like ironically, and you've literally just done it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? It's like the guy who pretends to spill a pint and drops it. It's like, oh, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Then you're an idiot.
I watched someone exchange gifts in a car park somewhere, and I kid you not, they they all removed their masks and then they gave each other a hug and embrace, quick peck on the cheek, exchanged gifts, and then put the mask back on and stood 2 meters back.
Here's the thing, right? I understand that because what that is quickly kiss and cuddle whilst no one's about. Just get this over the way, and then we'll go back to the illusion.
Yep.
Oh, just saved off the line by Shrewsbury.
I'll enjoy that now. Oh. So it didn't sound very convincing. I wasn't surprised because you told me it was going to happen. Jack Stevens with a headed goal would have been nice.
As long as Bednarak doesn't score, we're fine. Although we're past that point now, right?
Yep. Yeah, he can score now.
Oh no, he can't.
What's in his head?
No, he can't. He can score the third, but he can't score the second because we lose 3-2 when he scores.
Yep. That's spooky. Chelsea, Wolves, and Man United.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I see a comment down there giving a bit of hate for Valerie and Long.
I'm not sure it's strong enough for hate, is it? Shall I put it up, see what you're checking about? Alex, welcome to the show, by the way.
I don't think Valerie's had a bad game. I don't think he's had to do much. And Long... I mean, you're right, Nulundalu has definitely done more than Long this game. Has probably done more in the game.
Yeah.
But it's not like he's had much to work with.
Well, this is it.
But it does go back to my thing I said earlier. If somebody offered me Shane Long or a younger player coming up to fill that seat on the bench, at this point now I'd probably look forward. I just like he's kind of like Stephen Davis. Well, yeah. I want him here because he's been here for a while and I like him. But is that bench spot better filled now?
Right.
Or could it be? Well, not so. I mean, we probably don't have anything.
It's not like...
If Nulundalu starts putting a few away in the league, yeah, that seat's probably all gone. But given injuries, it's probably still there anyway.
Yep. Is it the...
Oh, Forster's hit it straight to a defender.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, then Valerie takes control of the game, calms it down. I think Valerie's doing all right, and then that's enough.
I think it's probably the fact that Shane Long hasn't had a goal in a while, maybe. But then who has, aside from Nlundulu and Ings in the last how many games? Was
quite a few.
Is it Walcott? Is the last other player to score in that game against Arsenal?
Absolutely.
So was the Sheffield game after the Arsenal one? I can't remember. Sheffield one was after that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
3-0 win. So yeah, that one.
Don't know, mate. Days are sliding into weeks. I can't remember where they are anymore.
Win to win, point to point. We got Tristan in the room. Hey guys, what do you make of the situation on Ingsley? We were chatting about this earlier, Tristan. In fact, I started this whole show a bit kind of like, oh gosh, what's happening? But it will be what will be, and hopefully we can come to some.
Is that your get out of saying "is what it is"? Because you know the missus will come down and shout at you and say that in the house. That
is
it
what
will
it
be.
is.
It will be what it will be. Is that better?
Yeah.
Is that more accepted?
Yeah, I guess I've been bullied into that one. Yep. But it's when have we not been in this? Well, we're in this situation time and time again.
I constantly feel like this is what Southampton are. We're a feeder club, and you have to get used to players going. You can't be salty or sad about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh! It's in. Is it in? Not in. Oh.
He did?
Well, ref would have noticed, wouldn't he? Ref would have got the ping.
Wow.
Unless it was off again. And look at Nalundalu coming back and making the challenge. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, get the ball back. Start again. The Ralph way. Love it. See, that's why we'll be fine, whatever happens. No, but this whole thing with Danny Ings, it's kind of, I do feel sorry for Ings because of the fact that there are so many. That is close, isn't it? There are so many other professional footballers that are earning ridiculously more money than him every week, and he's probably thinking, "I'm in form." I mean, imagine if someone was doing exactly the same job as you, Jack, and not doing it anywhere near as good as you, and was earning 4 times as much money as you, and then you had an opportunity to have the same money. You feel a bit like, yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take Hamlet's job.
Yeah. Yeah, me neither. But you see my point. You see my point.
This Hague Live, shout out. I can read comments too. Yeah. You're getting your shout out. Somebody asked for it, mate. They're getting it. This Hague Live, yeah, you can. You can have a shout out. Big up yourself.
There we go.
And I'm going to answer
Are you a fan of Shay Adams? Yes, we are.
Big fan of Shay Adams. Oh, Shane Long almost turned that in. But hopefully Shay might get a couple of minutes tonight. Have we made a sub yet?
Oh.
I can see it might take Long off in a minute and bring Adams on for a bit.
Yeah, maybe. Let's have another look at that bench. And hope that this doesn't crash. There it is. I don't see Walker Peters coming on. Who else is a striker on that? I think it's just Adams, isn't it?
Yes.
Let me drop the banner so we can actually see what we're looking at. Lewis, Chipatchet, Walker Peters, Bertrand, Finnegan. What position did Finnegan play?
That's the problem right now. There's a few names on there.
Yep. Well, Chipatchet was an unknown on Saturday against Leicester, so
yeah, that's
congratulations to him.
He was a defender, I do believe. So I'm going to assume it's just Adams. Yeah.
Let's take Armstrong up front, just for fun. Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Chelsea, it's still 2-0 down.
They ain't coming back.
Shrewsbury haven't really threatened that much, though, have they?
Yeah, they've not really been in it. But again, like I say, this for me is a game that we should win, but it's more so we can see some players. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just want to see them. Who's this ref? He looks hard as nails.
Looks like a Mitchell brother. No.
Tuffin supermarkets. See, I think that's what I miss. What should happen is the Premier
Grassroots
League-
sponsors.
Yeah, like when you look at Draper Tools, you're like, awesome, like great. Especially like when you can drive around the corner and see Draper Tools. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love that. Uh-oh.
What have you seen?
Just a little bit. Just a bit nervy there. You know what we're like with set pieces.
Yeah. Not as bad as we used to be. Flipping heck.
No,
Do you remember those days?
Bad as we used to be. Hopefully we'll never be that bad.
Do you remember there used to be like a free kick in a certain position, and you just go, we're gonna get a concede a header goal right now.
Yeah. They're bringing on another two players. They're feisty.
Going for it. Going for it.
They can see the win, Mike.
Well, I guess we got a Shrewsbury fan. Shrewsbury fan watching in Madrid. Last closer. Thanks for the updates. No worries at all, Josh.
No worries, buddy. Wish I could tell you more about how your team are playing and who's performing, but been a bit slack watching this game, if I'm being a bit honest.
You haven't been staying too close.
And it is a Saints channel. I can let you know how good we're playing.
Yeah.
All right.
Which part of Madrid? It's a great city, that.
I mean, fair play to you, still sticking with Shrewsbury being in Madrid. You could have just been like, I didn't support football back in England. So
Who's the local club for you? Is it Atleti or Real?
either one's pretty good. Pretty good. Good thing to go for.
I was fortunate enough to go to the Bernabeu a couple of times. Really wanted to go to Atletico Madrid original stadium because I heard it was absolutely insane in that place.
Yeah, I feel like being a Southampton fan, it's affected you when it comes to like, if you're someone's like, who's your favourite like Spanish team? I am more like Atletico because I don't want to support one of the big clubs. Or if someone's like, who's your German team? I'm like, Gladbach. Like I never choose who's the best team. Like if I have to like, I've never been one to like venture into another league or another sport and just choose the best team. I have to go like, right, who's about middle? Who needs the love?
Something about Spanish football though, it's amazing.
Is that your favourite league outside of the Prem?
Yeah, I think so.
Big.
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, if anyone gets a chance to go to any of the Spanish stadiums, highly recommend it.
Well, I mean, if you can afford to go to Spain after all this,
Well, you can get.
once you pay for your visas and
Go see Real Betis. Betis. Down in Seville.
I want to.
Do you know how much a season ticket is there?
How much is it there?
€300. And you get the Euro games chucked in for free.
Oh, well, that's nice of them.
Yep.
Here's the thing, Mike. There's nothing to say that our Euro games might not be chucked in free. Who knows about Champions League games, mate?
Yep. Tristan, I can see your comment, but I don't want to put it up. It's going to get me. I'm going to have to now. I've mentioned it. What can we do?
Has he though? Can you link us that? Can you link us where he has specifically said that?
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Going after it. I don't need to go over money talks. Sadly, yes. My point I made earlier, if there's players who are doing not even a tenth of the job that Danny Ings is doing at clubs like Everton and earning 3 times as much, then can't really blame the lad, can you?
He watched Champions League football. But again, I know this sounds stupid. Oh, go on. Playing through, Shane. Oh. Shane was too slow.
That wasn't a great ball, was it?
No.
Girlfriend's from Bilbao. Ah. You know the guitarist Jared James Nichols?
Yeah.
I saw him play in Bilbao. Fun story.
Oh, yeah.
And I was working with a company that supplied him with products. Let's just leave it there. Musical products. That sounded awful. Musical products. And I was helping out, and they had a rider of food backstage. And you know that scene in Spinal Tap where they have the little bread and the meat and they fold up, and then it's just that scene there.
It's just hanging off the side.
That actually happened.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It's absolutely brilliant.
Have you ever
A lot
seen
of art and culture in Bilbao. Nice
Have you ever
city.
seen the band at St Mary's? That's the question. I saw. Are you ready for this lineup? Right. Bon Jovi, supported by Nickelback. That's a big show, guys. That's a big show. I was about 11 or 12 at the time. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Wow.
Never made it out of ways, man. Nah.
Yeah. Bit of Statman is holding the fort on the Ings debate here.
Listen,
Game times talks.
If Statman comes in and tells you to shut up, you should probably listen because Statman's got all the information.
But it's a good point, and I mean, he could earn 4 times as much sat on the bench for Tottenham and Liverpool and all the likes. But it's a great point. Does he want to play football?
You know, it's hard to say, mate. It's the thing about this is, like I said, if you wait to the end of the season, who knows? We could be playing Champions League football.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable thing for me to say right now. No one can tell me otherwise.
Oh, look at this. Armstrong and Shadams are coming on.
Because we're going for it.
Yeah. Chalk's coming off. I do kind of feel sorry for the commentators because a lot of these youth academy players have all got the same haircut. You notice that? Just like I'm having the problem with Armstrong and Ward-Prowse on Saturday.
You kept doing that, don't you?
Yeah. Got very similar hair colour and hairstyles.
It's alright. Stu's on the pitch now. It forced a defender to stay on the goal line, so everyone's onside.
Yeah. You still going 3-0?
Probably not now. Unless we score in the next 2 minutes. Stephen's given the ball away like that. That will not be. Oh my goodness me! That's it, Forster. Yes.
I love it. You're telling me what's happening the whole time. There you go. It's on the halfway line. Why is
Well,
it
mate, this is what it's like being me every weekend. Welcome to the club. Oh, you've had to sit through it for Southampton Shrewsbury. I'm sorry. Try doing that when Ward-Prowse smashes in a second free kick against Villa. See how you feel then.
Yep. So well, I'll just watch that now. Thank you very much. Oh, he has 75% possession. It's the Hassan Hümmel way.
Another goal, please. Another, just to see it off.
I put Statman's gone with me because it's all in caps. Look at that.
Can you read it out in all caps?
Preach. Preach it. Yep.
There's no credible sources. I'll reach out and I'll see gossip.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. There it is. Play football or earn money.
Ward-Prowse has played very well tonight. Showing his class, just holding the line, playing defensively.
Has he played the most minutes
I think so.
for us, certainly?
I will say though, that first pass from Shea Adams there, just up to the wing, just does make you just go, that's what we've been missing tonight. Then, like just a little bit of extraness, just a little bit like, okay, that went exactly where it should do. Go on,
Yeah.
go on.
Oh, he's good at those, isn't he?
He's playing FIFA there.
His hair is fine. He's got his medals all the time.
He's
That's
got a
why
law
we
degree.
Sing this song for Stuart Armstrong.
Bow, 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 bow. That's where the Law and Order music plays, because that's what it's really about.
Timo Werner's come on for Chelsea, by the way.
Bet that makes a difference.
Absolutely nothing at all.
Petr Cech comes back, but he's got to play up front for him.
Yeah. This is the point where we clip it up and replay back our league predictions. Yeah, I just got a good feeling about Chelsea. You know, they spent all that money. Maybe it might be next season, but this season...
Maybe we need to do a video where we reevaluate our lists.
Yeah. I was thinking of maybe doing a video where literally we just go from bottom to top and just call out each club going underachieving, overachieving, achieving.
Maybe when we hit game week 20 then, when we hit the halfway point of the season, we should do a video
good shout. Good shout.
Put it in your diaries, guys. Oh, go on. They just keeping one defender deep and he's covering up.
His number 65 just pulled up. He's looking like he's doing that skip that says, I just felt my hamstring go a little bit.
He's there going, does Ralph not make subs? What's going on? Oh my god. I've never gone this long into a game. Oh wow, that dude's got a pretty hench Joker tattoo on his thigh.
Oh wow, yeah. That's quite intense. Still working your way through the Christmas feed.
Yeah.
I went to the fridge in the garage, just opened it up. It's got all the Christmas cheese in it. It stinks, that place. Wow, look at that.
Belgian truffles.
Very nice. Well, they look fantastic.
Oh mate.
I don't need to apologise for my garlic breath tonight, you know.
Yeah,
But
they are good. I've got a lot of Jack Daniels, but I feel like that's a slippery slope when you're at home the entire time.
You know, I started that beer channel.
Yeah, how's that going?
Well, the Instagram's just going nuts.
Yeah?
Yeah. But there was this the channel's called Beer for Mike. Shameless plug. And but there's quite a few other funny names for beer channels. One that made me smile today, Beer Jitsu.
Good. That's a good
Enjoyed that one. Oh no, it was Brew Jitsu. Brew Jitsu.
Jesus, that makes more sense.
Yeah. I enjoyed that one.
Did it when you see those ones? You're like, I wish I could come up with better puns. There is a market for it. Like every so often, you nail it.
Yeah. I think Instagram is taken off for that kind of stuff, but YouTube stuff for beer channels is just it's non-existent. Even the major breweries have like a couple of thousand subscribers. That's it. I'm spending so much time on this one.
This is the one that everybody wants. This is the best one on
I can't-
YouTube. On YouTube, I mean in general, this is the best
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, absolutely. But sure, you can't really do beer reviews every week of the night.
You can.
Like I say, it's a slippery slope.
You can. You just won't have a wife and kids by the end of it. But it don't matter because you'll be seeing 3 of them anyway. So when they go, there'll be loads. You're like, get out.
So it's not binge drinking;
go
it's
on.
beer tasting. It's classy. You
just have to show. You just got to spit out afterwards. Then you've got to be willing to spit out beer. That's what you got to do. I can never understand how a wine taster can do that. How can you put it in your mouth and not just go, oh, that was good, that.
I've been on so many wine tasting where everyone just does not spit. Then everyone
would you?
thinks
What's the
everything
point?
tastes brilliant at the end. Oh, I really like this one.
That's
Yeah,
one from the longest that your mate just brought. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Ooh.
I'll take a case of that.
Hey! Oh my god, how did he not score it? How have we not scored?
Oh, wow.
Shay, you're being too clever. Fair play to the
Shay's had a
Shrewsbury
haircut.
one.
Where'd you get a haircut this day? Why did he check it back? Use your left foot. Flipping it. You're a professional footballer.
He should have, that's what he should have done. Should have knocked it onto his left and just hit it.
That, bang. Who else was that? Was that Unduli?
I think so.
He did the follow-up.
Free kick.
Oh, free kick in that spot.
The
Who's they going to give this to? Diallo.
I mean, it'd be amazing if they did. There's only one man for this job. Do you know what? I've been playing FIFA season mode with as a player, and
Yeah.
Ward-Prowse just scores set pieces. He scores from corners in the game. Like I'm not controlling it. He would just score from corners. Just leave him to it. It's brilliant.
You reminded me, I still need to buy a copy of FIFA.
Woo!
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this. Go on then. Oh, it's just
That's what he does. He is just the best.
simple
You
as.
put it on that side, it's going in.
That's
Oh my
ridiculous.
God.
How does he do it?
He is so good at them. What? If Statman, if you're still here, can you tell me what his ratio to free kicks scored to missed is
Yeah, right.
this season? Oh my god! Even that angle didn't look like it went in. Keepers can't stop it. But he's the second keeper this season to get to
That
it.
wasn't even that high either. So close to that post.
It's just got so much spin and whip on it. I think even if they get a hand to it, it's spinning in that direction, so it's just coming off of their glove.
But it's almost like keepers look at that and they go, he's definitely going to go for that corner. He's definitely going to go for that corner. And then when they do, it's like, he still gets it in. I bet they're kicking themselves going, I know I knew he was going to put it there. I knew he was going to put it there.
The problem is,
still gets it.
If you stand more central and you think he's not going to go to the other side and do something crazy, you think he doesn't practice them to go in every part of the goal.
Yeah.
Just can't do it.
Need to update this.
But I would love to see that. I think that would be when people really start looking at Prowse. If he could score like a corner or something to do something really crazy.
Yeah. Here we go. Goal!
Goal!
Quite literally, lovely stuff.
Lovely stuff. How was Ward-Prowse now? Do you reckon he's going to stay with us forever? Is he going to be our Mark Noble? I don't see why not. If you're in the Premier League and if we can start making a few more European Cup runs, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, Finnegan's on. Finnegan.
Old Finnegan. What is he like? He's 26.
I had a feeling this was going to be 2-0. I didn't say it at the beginning of the show. But that was my thought.
Cool. James Ward-Prowse is 7 months older than me.
Really?
Yep.
Still time, Jack.
Still time.
Oh, just after I said it's going to be... Oh, no. Missed it. You're ahead of me.
Yeah, no.
You're ahead of me, so you would have been able to tell me if that was going to go. There we go.
Yeah, I'd tell you. I'd tell you if we scored.
Yeah. Nope, it's not going to score like that, is he?
There you are. Full time.
There we go.
Now, people say that we don't do progression. This is a game we definitely would have lost a few seasons ago.
Yeah. So we play on Saturday, right?
We play Arsenal on Saturday.
Look at that.
Good times.
Wow.
And then Arsenal on Tuesday. Do you reckon the Arsenal players will just stay in Southampton?
Maybe.
They're renting out a few floors down at down the waterfront.
Premier Inn.
Yeah. No, it'd be the was it the Ibis business, the one that's out by where Toys R Us was.
Oh yeah.
The really cheap one. The one that's like £5 a night. And you get a bed and some walls.
Man, what time's that game on Saturday?
You're asking big questions.
Yeah. Man. Well.
So are we
Cheers,
gonna win?
Josh.
Are we winning the FA Cup this year then?
Definitely. Well, if we, as Josh is still in the room, if we can beat Shrewsbury, then who can't we beat?
There's an honest to God opinion. I thought Shrewsbury had more of a chance beating us tonight than Arsenal do on the weekend.
Boom. Okay. No, Josh has got to be serious about that.
Yeah. Love it.
It's a midday kickoff. Early one.
Mate, my time schedule now is free. That's what it says. What does my diary say? Open.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long day on Saturday though. Are we? So we're gonna do the Saints Arsenal game,
Yeah,
and then we're gonna be up for the Connor fight.
absolutely. Are we gonna live stream that or?
Could do.
I tell you what, me and Mike did. We love this channel, but we did question the sports that we watched after we signed off with last game and started watching the UFC
Yeah, that was lively.
because there was some blood.
Still annoyed this is a pay-per-view.
Yeah. If only a friend of yours had links. We pay for our entertainment here.
1995. Not as bad as 29.99. Or what was the last one?
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? It is Connor.
First goal for the club. Or for the first team.
For the first team.
Yeah. Wow.
Are we gonna do a post match, or are we just gonna do it on here?
I do it on here.
Okay.
I haven't set anything up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't think we need to say too much, but that was very, very comfortable. Any surprises for you, Jet? I mean, it
For
all
me,
looked
it
pretty.
was all about seeing the youth tonight, and the fact that
Yeah.
Lunderloo scored, brilliant. I thought Chalk had a good game. I thought all the youth had a really good game tonight. I think just a decent performance. Nobody did anything silly. Would have, probably could have tried. We probably created more chances this game than we did against Leicester. And I know it's against Shrewsbury, but it looked a bit more entertaining. And you're quite right in the saying that I would rather now be starting Nalundaloo up top and Walcott on the side. If that's the option, I'd rather start starting him up front rather than I would Walcott.
Yeah, I mean, I'll trust Ralph's decision on whatever he does, but I just kind of feel that maybe now's a good time just to start.
Mate, with the injuries, give him games. If we're playing teams like, we play like Fulham or we play Sheffield, those sort of games where, it'd be an easier goal. Maybe that's when we want to see them.
Yeah.
And I know this sounds silly, but I think you should start Nalundaloo against Chelsea.
Really?
Because they're rubbish, and it'd be a good team for if you're going to get your first Premier League goal or get a goal in the Premier League. That's a confidence boosting game.
Yeah.
And they're playing so slack right now. That's where you can do something like that. But saying that, and he tracked back a lot tonight as well, which was really, really good. He was the biggest, left the biggest impression out of tonight's game for me, really.
Yeah. Yeah, for me too.
I'd like to see more of him.
And I think the major talking point for me would be the fact that we played the same style of football.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything that was like, oh, why are we playing like this?
Except for that first goal where they hoofed it a bit down the middle, which you would say is a bit Allardyce, but sometimes I think we need to just do that to break up our play and to give us a few more options, just to try something different, because there's been a lot of time, like I said, a lot of times recently where we just sort of end up outplaying ourselves because we pass the ball around 30 times outside the box and it's nothing. There's no play on anymore.
Yeah.
We lose it. Whereas I think we just need to start making quicker decisions and quicker passes. So those long balls at the top like that, final touches, final balls in.
Yeah.
Is a bit more impressive tonight.
100%. No, it's really, really good. Few comments here. Tom's agreeing with you, Jack. Agree with Jack. Competent performance.
Thanks, Tom.
From the kids, yeah. Really want to have a run at this cup. Looming forward or looking? I guess that's maybe looking forward to Arsenal on Saturday. Yeah, I think it's.
No, we are looming forward to Arsenal. They're scared. We are the loom.
Well, I watched a bit of the Arsenal Newcastle game last night, and they weren't doing a lot in the first half, and were making plenty of mistakes. So I think anything's possible.
They are a team that you've just got to, if you can take the wind out of their sails early, they can't pick themselves back up. I don't think they've got a mentality. They don't have a comeback mentality, that team. So you just got to hit them early or break them down. What we did last time, we probably give them a bit too much respect in the last couple of games.
Yeah.
That we defended, played our game, but didn't hit them hard. Whereas I think you can attack Arsenal and fluster them, and that's how you win.
Yeah. And the goal they scored against us in that draw was a very, very good, very, very good goal. So arguably we could have won that 1-0 maybe.
Absolutely.
So there we go. Oh, looks like it was looking. We prefer looming though, Tom. We'll stick with looming. Great word. Someone's put up here. Who's your favourite player?
Of all time, right now? What's the question?
Let's do man of the match. Man of the match tonight. Who you giving it to?
Nolan Deleu.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to him just because
Yeah.
he just impressed me. I will probably say Ward-Prowse probably did more of a job.
Yeah.
But as a, as a performance, sort of get himself sort of a bit more of a look in the squad. I hope this game was big for London. I hope he starts again. I'd like him to start against Arsenal maybe. If it's a cup team, so why not give a cup team a chance?
I'd like that too. Definitely like that too. Yo. There we go. Just a yo. We do have a chance against any team. It is the cup. Anything can happen. Great video, boys. Thank you very much, Abigail. Anything can happen. I think that's absolutely right. Oh. It's been a goal in Chelsea one? No. Timo Werner was offside.
Oh, what? So
what a surprise. What a
surprise. Done much
surprise.
to this team, then.
He also, his goal against us was a handball.
Absolutely.
So it looks like Chelsea are going to be losing 2-0 at the King Power Stadium with a squad that's cost a lot more than ours. So there we go. No, but it's a good point, Abigail. I think anything is always possible in the cup, but I'm agreeing with you, Jack. I think it'd be great to see Ndulu get a start on Saturday against Arsenal.
Yeah. That's
If that will actually happen, I don't know, but
well, I think the game against Arsenal in the league on Tuesday, I think, is a game that we not need to win, but I would really like us to win that game. I think we should have beaten them last time. They're a team that, in a weird way, that we're kind of I kind of what this season want us to replace their spot at the top of the league. There, where they would usually finish, maybe 6th, 7th. That's where I think we should be finishing. So I want to show a bit of dominance in that spot there. Like, no, we're in this European spot. This is us. So I think that game's quite important. So to maybe start Shea and then Nlundulu, and then maybe have the option to bring Danny on in the game.
yeah.
Like we say, Ralph wants to have substitutions that will improve the team, and I think Nlundulu's done enough of a job tonight, tracking back and doing stuff, where he deserves 70 minutes and get on Ings for a 30, or have it Nlundulu and Ings to start. But I think that someone should be rested for him.
Yeah.
For the FA Cup, I think it's pointless to play Ings and Adams both Saturday and Tuesdays from the start.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't risk anything.
What's looked good today?
Yeah, Watts look good. I think Short looked good. I think they all look good today. I think
No one looked lost, did they? I think that's the key point. No, I mean, okay, it's a lower league side, but no one looked lost.
It'd be good to see these guys be challenged more. So again, that's why I think again, Saturday I would like to see maybe not all of this team, but maybe Adams starts. I would still maybe start Valerie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd have Walker Peters on the bench, but I'd start I'd probably start Valerie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and I'd probably start Forster.
Okay. All right.
Because now he's had two clean sheets in a row for him, but he needs to be tested a little bit, and I feel like this Arsenal game is perfect to sort of do it for. Like I say, this is, at the end of the day, this is still a cup side. This is a cup team, and I'd like to see them be a cup team.
Yeah.
And, the league's one thing, and this is something a bit different.
Yeah.
I also feel if you start those sort of teams, you feel a little bit less bad if you get knocked out.
Yeah. Well, there was that FA Cup game that we lost 5-0 to Arsenal, and that was one I was really annoyed at, because I remember sitting down and looking up at the board, and then they announced the teams on the board, and we're like, who? And literally Arsenal played a full strength squad, and then I think they brought on Alexis Sanchez or something ridiculous like that when they were like 3-0 up, and that's when Walcott scored as well against us, and it was just like, you knew that game was gonna, it's pure threw that game away.
Oh, that's a
horrible.
You definitely see Walcott start on Saturday then.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one.
He probably will start both games.
Yeah.
To play Arsenal.
Lots of people in the chat section not wanting to see Shane Long come on.
Yeah, no, you don't want to. I'd rather have Shea and the Lundaloo or Shea or the Lundaloo and Ings start that game. I'd rather than anything else.
Yeah. I think the let's turn that a bit. That's an interesting point. Valerie has an attacking threat, which Bertie and KWP like. I'm not sure Kyle Walker-Peters as an attacking threat. He's certainly been pushing forward a lot.
I think what people miss with Kyle Walker-Peters is that, unlike Trent Alexander, who runs up the wing and puts the cross in and does everything, Kyle Walker-Peters will run 2/3 of the pitch and then play it on to an Armstrong or a Walcott to do that final piece, where he's still very much attacking, but he lets the final phase of the attack down to the attackers, so we're not open. I think he's very, very forward playing. He's just not as forward playing as some as the fullbacks you're seeing currently.
Yeah. I mean,
compared to Gary Neville, he's
it was the only right back Man United have, wasn't it? That was why he started so much.
I always say that anytime someone says he's not an attacking fullback, it's like, well, neither was Gary Neville, but that's a great fullback.
Yeah, absolutely, and someone mentioned the Brighton game in the comment below. Kyle Walker-Peters was fouled for that penalty that we got against Brighton, so he's pushing into the penalty box. So what's
but
more
no,
attacking
I do think Valerie. He's I think he when he came on for Liverpool, I was impressed by that little performance. And tonight, I think he's done a good job. I think he's a guy who we need to somewhat try and see if we can get back in the team. There's a lot of players in our team where we wrote off. Stevens. I mean, at no point has Valerie gotten as low, in my opinion, as Jack Stevens once was.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean when you say that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We Jack Stevens was. We knew we were losing when he was on the pitch. But Valerie's never. But now Jack Stevens is one of the best players in the squad. Tonight you needed it. You need Jack Stevens. The same could be said for Vestergaard. A lot of our defenders went for a woeful time.
Yeah.
There was a game where they lost by quite a few goals, if you remember, and it was hard for us at the back. But now, so it's hard to trust them. But I think, looking at performances, you can see you can start putting your trust back in them.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
absolutely.
on the other side, Vokins for Bertrand. I'm never like, oh, for Christ's sake, what's that going to happen on that wing? I know Vokins is going to do a job. He won't be the best, but he'll do a job.
He did a decent job last. I can't remember which game it was where he came in for Bertrand last time he was suspended, but he did a decent job of that as well. So
Absolutely.
I don't think. Anything to work on against that. Ings off the bench works against Brighton. Yep. Very, very true. And it has ended at the King Power Stadium. Leicester 2, Chelsea 0. Wow.
See you later, Frank.
I hope not.
And here's the thing,
I
right?
hope not.
Anybody who thinks that Ralph will go to Chelsea, which I've already seen people say, no, he won't. Because Ralph wants to set up a club like he's doing here and start a system.
Yeah.
You just don't have that at Chelsea. At Chelsea, you need to win titles straight away and do something, or you're out. And
Yeah. You got to work with these divas.
But
Because if you went to Man United, you'd say, can you imagine? You just sit Pogba on the bench. Pogba wouldn't even get on the bench, actually.
No.
Would he? Because Ralph wouldn't put up for it. No, you can do that when players are earning like $8,000 a week, but you do that when players are earning $300,000 a week. It's like, no, I'm sorry, you got to play him because the sponsors that are sponsoring this name want him on the pitch because it helps sell. Can you?
If you look at the bigger clubs in the league and you think where if he ever did, where would he go? It would be more like a Liverpool or a United. It'd have to be one of those clubs that have foundations. He would never go to. He'd never go to a City. He would never. I don't think he'd ever go to a Chelsea.
No.
So I think we'll be fine for a while. We'll be fine until Jose gets fired, and then we would have to worry a little bit.
You reckon?
Yeah, because I
we got history with that club.
I thought Poch might be here a bit longer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll go to Everton. Put it that way.
Right.
I've never understood that gap from Coleman.
Wow, they're just showing up the Premier League table and we're level 1 points with Chelsea with a game in hand.
Yep.
against both Chelsea and Arsenal around us. And that's going to be like that for a while now as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We're
We're going to turn into the Aston Villa where they've played like 12 games so far. How many games have they played? 15. Man, what a weird season. Weird season.
just a crazy time to be a football fan. I think in a time where we've needed football the most, it's really come out and been absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, football is the winner. Well done, football.
If there was a season, like I said this at the beginning, like probably end of last season, I said this when it was all going a bit nuts. You know, lockdown football is the football you want to show people to get them into it because it's nuts. People are doing all sorts. It's crazy football.
Yeah.
And there's probably not been a time when more people have been watching it. So you know, it's a good time to be a football fan watching football.
It is, and hopefully, come the summer, we'll be enjoying the Euros, maybe in person.
Maybe. Do you have to reapply for tickets or apply for tickets again?
I don't know how they do it, but I think they're having some of the fixtures in the UK stadiums, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a couple at Wembley and some other places.
Man,
I've never seen England play.
have you not?
No, I've seen. I was at the Matt Letizia testimonial where they had like a England legend.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen England play.
I think I watched the under-21s at St Mary's. I watched that game. Oh no, and I watched that. I put it on this channel, the England Kosovo game, that ridiculous game that was 7-3 or something ridiculous like that.
And you've seen the Lionesses, haven't you?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Who Phil Neville's just left. He's just left to go into Miami.
yeah.
'Cause that
Well,
is a
there we
bigger
go.
job. That is a bigger job than England's women's manager. Into Miami. He just wants to hang out with Bex, doesn't he? He wants to hang out with Bex in Miami.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? I think we'd all quit our job for that.
He's done a good job in the England's women's team. I thought they played pretty decent football when I saw them. So done his bit. That's up to the rest of them. So there we go. Well, this has been the longest ever live stream I think we've done.
Yeah, it's pretty chunky, isn't it?
It is.
Should we go for another 45 just to round it off? You know it's not a good stream until it's Lord of the Rings length.
Yeah, right. These headphones are so tight on my ears. Oh,
It's
There
going to
we
be
go.
freedom when I take these off.
indeed. Well, thanks to everyone who's joined us in the chat section. It's been a lot of fun. If you've joined us in Facebook or on Twitter, let us know as well. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button before you leave. And me and Jack, we'll be back on the Saturday one, won't we?
Yeah, mate,
much
I'll be here. I'll be
In a
here.
similar
I
seat.
would literally be right here, staring at the screen right there. This is what I do when this stream's over. I sit here just like, right, we'll be back
Good
soon.
stuff. Good stuff. And yeah, I'll look into setting up that Conor McGregor fight. Late night match day vlogs in the early hours of Sunday
It's gonna
morning.
be a really creepy one of me just on my phone in bed. It's like, hi guys, really excited for it. Just don't let me fall asleep.
That's the problem with those bouts. You end up sort of rotating between beer and coffee. Beer and coffee.
I mix them together, mate.
Yep, absolutely.
Lager
There
top,
we go.
please. An espresso.
Yeah, indeed. Joe's just jumped in here. What do we think of the game? It was comfortable. Comfortable 2-0 win. And great to see the youth team
It was all about youth
before
tonight.
we do.
All about seeing the youth play.
Yeah, scroll the video back about 20 minutes. We go through it then. I think. Close enough. Right, well, thanks to everyone again. And remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you all in the next one. All right, see ya.